bras, brasiers, over the shoulder boulder holder, knocker locker, balloon cocoon, upper topper flopper stopper, cleavage commando, whatever you call yours. I'm willing to bet that you've had a love-hate relationship with it, and today we're gonna look at fixing that. Alright, so many people have said that the big thing that they have the hardest time shopping for is their bra. And I get it. I have the same problems that so many other people do. You can sometimes get the cup that fits, but it doesn't fit with that band. But then you get the band that fits and it doesn't fit with that cup. Or they just don't carry your size in the store. So here's what we're gonna do. 1 video a month, which I typically do 4, sometimes 5 videos a month. 1 video a month is going to be dedicated to bras until I figure we've comprehensively covered the topic. Today we're starting with the easiest bralette that I can find. It's a pull over your head version. There's no closures that you have to worry about. We are going to be learning how to properly put together bra straps. And as we go, we'll kind of like build on those bra making skills so that by the time we get to the end bra, so much of that stuff you'll already have had experience with. Hopefully, if you decide to come along with me on this journey. So the bralette that we're going to start today, I actually found a free pattern, which I will link down below. It is by Lulu, and it's called the Hyacinth bralette. So you can go on their website, you can download the pattern, and it's a super easy pattern. Now, whenever you're making, well, not whenever you're making, I rarely make a practice garment. However, that being said, when you're making something that goes close to your body, you really should, because you need to make sure that you get the fitting and everything. Now, this is a really simple pattern. So all I'm going to do is I'm using like fabric that's in my stash anyway. So I'm just gonna get to the point where the base of the garment is put together, and then I'll try it on and I'll see what I think before I go putting on like the band or the straps or anything like that. This bra is meant for somebody who has a smaller chest. It's not built for a ton of support. Actually, it's not really built for any support. What it's built for is holding your chest in so that it reduces your movement a little bit and gives you some coverage. So it's kind of, for me, what this bra is it's a doing yoga bra. It's a doing housework, lounging around the house, but then like, I don't have to run and find a sweater or something to cover up with when the pizza guy shows up. Or I can run to the grocery store and like not really worry about it, you know what I mean? All right, here we go. So the instructions for this bra pattern were pretty comprehensive. There's a good size chart and a list of everything that you're going to need right on the front. I do need to trim one side of the pattern so that I can tape it together, and then I can cut it all out. The fabric is from my stash and it's a 2-way stretch. I have some 1-inch lace, some bra banding, some bra strap, and some fold over elastic. I also got a package of the little bra strap doodads that we're gonna need. Now I'm gonna cut out the fabric right on the fold. The next step after your fabric is cut is to apply the lace to the top of the bra. Now, in the instructions that they have, they use like a wavy lace, and so you have to go back and trim the back side of that after you've sewn it on. I didn't have to worry about that because my lace was straight, but I did go ahead after I pinned it on and I sewed it with 2 rows of zigzag stitch just to make sure that everything lays down nicely. And as I was sewing that, I kind of pulled it taut as I stretched it out as I was pulling it through the machine. Now there we go, you can see the 2 rows. Now I'm going to attach one side of the bralette only right now with a straight stitch, and then I'm going to zigzag it on the edge. At this point I tried it on and realized that the cups were just going to be not deep enough for me. So I'm just checking out like with the band, because I still have to put that on and fold it under, and now I'm going to double check it against a sports bra that I have, and it's not going to be what I need. So I'm going to go back and I will expand my pattern. So I'm just marking a line on the pattern that I'm going to cut the pattern in half with, and I made sure that that line is going to be in the same spot on both pattern pieces where the pattern pieces connect. So I'll cut that in half, and I'm going to widen it by 2 inches, which I know it seems like a lot, but it's just going to give me such a much better fit. And then what I'll do is I'll go off camera and I will finish the larger size bra, like up until the point that we've gotten here. So what I'm doing here is I'm using my ruler as a guide so that I can get that 2 inches of space in between, and then I'm taping both pieces to a piece of paper, and then I will cut that out and I will have my new larger pattern. So there we go, everything matches up, and there is the elongated bra. Now I'm going to attach the band, and the thing with this is the length given for all the different sizes for the band length in the instructions was actually longer than the garment. So what I did was I just took the length of the garment and subtracted 1 inch, and that's the length of the band that I used. And I'm sewing that on right now with a zigzag stitch, and I'm also, once again, I'm stretching it as I'm putting it through the machine. Now I'm going to trim the raw edge of that seam because we're going to flip that band up and we just don't want any of the fabric sort of sticking out from that. At this point, we can go ahead and sew the other side of the bra up. As you can see, this comes together like super fast. I'm going to straight stitch and zigzag on the edge, and there we go. Now it's all put together. So that band is going to be folded under and zigzagged. Once again, pulling it, stretching it out as I pull it through the machine. So there we go, that bottom seam's all on there. Okay, so next I have to put on the fold over elastic. So I'm giving it a 1 inch tail at the top by where the bra strap is going to attach, and I'm sort of pulling the fold over elastic a little bit, but not pulling the fabric, so that the elastic should be a little bit tighter than the fabric, and the fabric just goes halfway through the elastic. You give that a zigzag stitch and then fold over the rest of the way and zigzag that again. Now to cut the bra straps. There are measurements in the instructions for the bra straps. However, when I cut my short ones, I think the measurement was 4.5 inches. I forgot that I'd added 2 inches to the height of my garment, so I did have to go back and recut those little pieces later. To assemble the bra strap, we're going to take one of our long lengths of strap and we're going to feed it around the bar of the slider, and we're going to use a really tight zigzag stitch to hold that in place. Then we're going to trim the little ends that are left over on that just to make sure everything's nice and tidy. Next, we're going to slide one of the hoops onto the bra strap, and then we're going to fold the bra strap wrong sides together, and we're going to feed that strap back through around the bar again. And that is how we assemble our bra strap. Now I'm going to take one of the smaller pieces and I'm going to feed that through the loop as well. And then I'm just going to do a tack stitch on either of those just to hold the loop on. Now I'm going to, with right sides together, I'm going to use a tight zigzag to apply that bra strap. Then I'm going to fold it and do a zigzag top stitch. Trim those ends off. Now the instructions said from the center of the garment, which I'm just measuring the center here and placing a pin just by folding the garment in half. And I have it inside out right now, and so it says 1.5 inches from center, but I did 2 inches because the measurement was the same for all sizes. So yeah, I just went 2 inches, and then I marked that out and I placed my bra strap, making sure not to have any twists in the bra strap. I put those right beside my pins. At this point, if you wanted to, you could cross your straps, you could do any number of things. Once they're applied, it's time to sew them in all 4 points, and the way that we're going to sew them is the top part is going to get two straight seams, and the bottom's going to get a zigzag stitch. There we go, all done. All right, so I'm going to have to ask you to bear with me a little bit. Yes, I am doing the reveal with this with the tank top underneath. Not because I'm even that shy, but here's the thing. I have a job, like in my regular non-YouTube life, where I work with junior high school students. So me showing up on YouTube in just my bra could have some work consequences for me. So I'm sorry we have to do the reveal this way because Obviously we do. So here it is. It's actually really quite comfortable. I'm really happy that I put that extra 2 inches in, not just because my band elastic happened to be a little bit wider than what they had in their sample, but I just need it. And that is just one of those things that we really have to look at when we look at a pattern, and you can clearly see that a pattern is done by math. You know, they've scaled the pattern by math. It was a computer program. At some point there maybe should have been a human interaction that was like, wait a second, computer. People in the plus size range are going to be a different shape because the bras were in the pattern the exact same shape from double extra small to triple extra large. So that's just something that we have to look for when we're making garments that fit us properly. So as you can see, I have good coverage. Like I said, it's not a ton of support. It's built for comfort. It's built for, you know, just hanging out, loungewear. But that said, if you really wanted to, one nice thing about this pattern is that you could make it out of spandex. You could do a little bit of a different finish on it, and it would be a great bathing suit top. And then you could just use an underwear pattern for bottoms if you wanted to make a 2-piece bathing suit. Speaking of bottoms, I went ahead and made myself a pair of matching underwear because I like things to be cute. I did my same process that I did in my clone your own underwear video, so if you're wanting to check out that tutorial, I will link that here and I will link it in the description below. Definitely go check out the free pattern on the Olulu website. They've got some really good stuff there, and I will see you next week.